Hi and welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to share with you one of the ways I like to stay organized, and that's through using a planner. This is my favorite one, and I just got the one for this next year in the mail right here, and so I'm excited to share it with you. And if you are new to my channel, I created this channel as a homeschooling resource to help you with different organizational ideas, curriculum ideas, show you some unboxings and anything else that we can think of or that we do in our homeschool room that we want to share with you. So if you're interested in those things, please subscribe below and let me show you this planner. So this is from In the Leafy Treetops.com, and I first got one of these planners about 4 years ago, I think, and I have loved it ever since. So I don't know about you, but I used to just go buy a planner from the store, just whatever I could find that was easy and worked the best. And it was, sometimes they're academic, sometimes they were calendar year, depending on if I was in school or not. And usually halfway through the year, the cover was gone. And sometimes the first few pages, sometimes more than the first few pages, they were just all gone because I put it in my bag and took it out of my bag, and then after I had kids, my kids grab it, all these different things, and it would just be falling apart. So I'd have to go buy another one. Well, I found this one. I saw someone one day with it at church, and so I asked her where she got it because it looked like something I would just love. And these do not fall apart. At least I have not had mine fall apart in 4 years. I get one every single year. The spiral right here is extremely strong. The covers are really great, and they're just put together really well. And so I love, number one, I love that they don't fall apart. So great for me. So I'm gonna show you a little bit about this planner and tell you a little bit too about it, because when I first got them, there was just one option available, and I'm gonna show you, this is the planner I have now. So you get to pick the cover. She has different ones every single year that you can pick from, and some of them really speak to me and other ones not so much. And so this one last year says, I can do all things through Christ that strengtheneth me, which is a scripture from the Bible. And so I really love this one. This year there wasn't anything that really stood out to me, so I got this one. And it actually looked a little bit more pink, not quite as pink as this, but a little bit more pink than this online. So just so you know, it's not quite that pink in real life. But let me open it. So it's gonna look a mess. So this is what it looks like. This was the format she always had until just this last year, I think. And so it had spots for you to categorize on these sides what you wanted. So you could put morning, afternoon, evening. So mine has mom, school, and church. So then I can write what I need to do for me that day, what I need to prep for school, or where my kids are going that day for different activities or church stuff that I need to get done. So that was the format that was available for the last 3 years, at least that I've participated in. And then this year she offered a few different formats. She has ones where you can have a Monday start to your week, a Sunday start. So they still look like this, but they start on Monday. This one starts on Sunday. So there's a few different options that way. Or I decided to try something new this year. So this one, if I can find a page, looks like this. So it has the days over here, and then just a list, and then any extra stuff over there. So I decided to try this and see how I like it, just because, I don't know, I change it up a little bit and see which one I prefer. If I prefer having 3 sections, I can just kind of categorize my own things for the day, or if I just want to kind of put down a timeline of what I'm doing for that day or what needs to get done. So we'll see which one I like more. So I was excited to see some different options this year. And I think she has 6 different options. She has Mom on the Go, and she has Mothers Who Know. So they're basically the same, except one of them is catered towards members of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So it has extra church stuff in it, and some scripture stuff and different things like that. And then the other one is focused towards non-denominational. So there's the 2 different options there. So there's more things in the ones for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints than in the non-denominational. So you can pick between those ones. So Simple Planner and Know It Planner are the same, except the Know It Planner is for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So it includes some of those extra church things that the other one does not, okay? And then there's also some thinner ones that she's made. So you can have the Go and Do Planner, and then also the Little Things Planner. So those are non-denominational versus the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints. So they don't have the elaborate plan for the week. It's more just, here's the month, and you can just write in every single day what's going on. It's kind of a quick view instead of more of an elaborate view. So it's like half the size of this one. It's about 100 pages less. I guess it's not quite half the size. So that could make a big difference for some people, because some people might look at this and think it's super bulky. I personally love it and it's fine in my bag or my purse or whatever. It doesn't really bother me, but some people it might bother. So she has some smaller ones. I think she also has an option where you can get for 6 months of the year instead of the whole year. So you can just cut it in half if you only want to carry 6 months instead of 12. And I think also she has some that are, she has academic calendars or planners, whatever, versus a calendar year. So I get the calendar year because that's just the stage of life I'm in. And I don't really need an academic calendar, but when I was in school, I would have loved an academic calendar. So those ones show up earlier in the year, obviously, so you can have them by August and September, where the ones for this year, this just shipped, but I pre-ordered it a few months ago. So those are just a few of the different options. So she has lots of options now compared to what was available a few years ago. And so I'm just gonna show you what a month looks like so you can kind of see. And then you can comment below with what you love to plan with. If there's a planner you just love, if there's an app you just love, or anything. I am very much a handwritten person. I know some people love being digital, and that's just not me, and it doesn't work as well for me. So please comment below what you like to do to stay organized, what kind of planner you like to use. So we'll just go through January. So since this is the one for the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints, it has these extra church pages in it. So in the beginning of it, the first of the month always has this section where you can set goals. So it has one for strengthening your relationship with God, with your spouse, your children, and friends, family, and neighbors. So that's always in the very beginning so that you can set goals. And then there is just the whole view of the month in a big calendar form. And then each day after that is going to be, each week is going to be laid out like this. Or if you get a different format, it'll be laid out a little bit differently. But then she has a section right here that I really love. So you can write down your goals or specific things you want to work on for that week, and you can mark in the boxes if you've accomplished them or not. She has tons of these little bubbles everywhere. This one says, remember this. So you can write down, I don't know, maybe a quote you liked for the week. Sometimes I just write things I need to accomplish or ideas I had. So you can use those for different things. And then obviously each of the days. And then in this one, Saturday and Sunday are just their own little thing right there. Whereas in my old one, if you can even tell because it's all crazy. Here, how about we flip to the end where it's not quite as crazy looking right now. So here you go. One that's not all crazy. So each of the days look the same. Whereas this one, it's just a smaller chunk for Saturday and Sunday. This one it looks the same all week long and gives you the same amount of space for every day. So I guess it depends too, if you need the same amount of space or not, you can decide. So then after it has all the weeks, let me flip through all the pages here. It will have a spot where you can have your own checklist you want to do. She used to have these filled in with words, but then I think people probably just prefer them to be blank. So you can fill them in. Some of these used to say like books you wanted to read, or maybe trips you wanted to take, or gifts you wanted to give, things like that you could put over here. And then this has a little budget thing if you prefer to put it here, or maybe you do something on your computer. I don't usually use that. There's parts of this planner I use a lot and other parts that I hardly ever use. So but I still think it's worth it to me to spend the money, even though I don't use everything in the planner. So something else she gives is this section, which I really like. You could use it for a variety of things. I don't really know what else to use it for except meal planning. I think she gives some other suggestions. And so I just write like menu up here and then fill this in and then put my shopping list over here. So that's what I do. And then when you have 5 weeks in the month, the shopping list continues onto the back side, so there's plenty of room. And then she has, again, for church-oriented stuff, there's a spot for all the different church activities that we do, for organizing everything, and then also another page for taking notes for Sundays. So that's what this looks like. So I actually kind of use this as a journal as well. I have my own personal journal. I write like day-to-day things, but I usually have this with me when I go to church or different activities or meetings. So I can take notes in here because there's plenty of note pages. So then I can just always have those notes with me wherever I go. So the last thing, since this one's for January, it has a big spot to make goals for the new year. And she has, I think there's one in the Easter section for planning out your Easter meal and party traditions, whatever you're doing. And also for Thanksgiving, and there might be one for Christmas. So different sections where you can plan those in those months. So I really, really like this. And I just love it. I have to share it with you guys. I just love it. I love being organized and it's so cute. Like she always picks the cutest things every single year. So this is the section. She has a section for Christmas at the back. She didn't always have this section, but you know, it's just so cute. All this stationery, it's not called stationery. Is that what it's called? I don't know. Anyways, I think it's super cute and I just love it a lot. So she has this section back here that I've used a few times for Christmas. It has like Christmas gifts. So you can write names and write gifts. So this is helpful for me if my kids mention something earlier in the year. I can write it down here so then when it comes time to get Christmas stuff, it's already written down and I don't forget what it is. So that's a section that's also fun. Again, I might not use it a ton, but I use it enough to make it worth it to me. So that was just a quick overview of the planner. If you have questions, you can post them below and I will try to answer them. And I will link all the information about her planners into my blog that's going to be linked below. Again, it's intheleafytreetops.com if you want to go check it out. And don't forget to comment below also how you like to plan because I really would love to hear it and see what planners you like to use. And we will see you next time.